That's an interesting element of your act that I really enjoy. Is that you're such a fan of, what's the matter, Jamie?
The shit hoarder?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh no, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I thought you spilled coffee on yourself.
No, it's unbelievable.
You have such a knowledge of history, and you're so interested in so many different things that like it layers your comedy in a really cool way.
Thanks.
It's good. It's like that George Washington thing. I don't want to say anything because it's so good. I don't want to say. I don't want to fuck it up, but it's so good. I love that bit.
Thanks.
And it's also historically accurate. It's fucking fun. It's fun
shocking.
because it's like it's engaging me and it's entertaining me.
Yeah.
Like it's engaging me. It's interesting.
And
it's also very funny.
It never worked, and I remember it in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where like one of the open mics where I started, Amish country. There was a joke I always used to try, and the guy who was running the mic would always be like, "Dude, do it, do the Civil War joke." It never worked. It was just about dudes walking to shoot each other. Like you had to walk. It was something about like you know how racist you had to be like be in the South and wake up one day and be like, wait, they freed who? What the fuck? I'm going up there. And then walking the whole way. You had to sleep at night and wake up and go like, son of a bitch. And they walked from Alabama to Maryland. You got shot in the head right away.
Who had that great joke about that? You know, where they'll tell you the Civil War wasn't about slavery. It was about economics. Like, yeah, you didn't want to pay the help. Whose joke is that?
I don't know.
Somebody has that joke.
I don't know. People try to act like the Civil War wasn't.
Is it Bill Maher?
Maybe.
It might be Bill Maher. It's someone good.
But I always wanted to do a joke about because the brigade, like your company, whatever your group was, because they were all from the same town.
Yeah.
So your division or fucking your brigade would be from your town. All right. So you never left your town. So your brigade back then was everybody you grew up with, every dude, your son, your brother, your uncle, and your dad. You're all fucking together, and you're marching shoulder to shoulder, and you watch your fucking dad get his head ripped off by a cannonball. You just got to keep being like, oh fuck,
whoa,
yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
A cannonball hit your dad in the head.
You knew who was getting shot.
Oh my god,
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Can you fucking?
I don't know why that's funny.
Imagine.
Yeah.
How about the trench warfare of World War I?
Started in the Civil War. Siege of Vicksburg, I think.
That's when they started trench warfare?
They say the Civil War in America was like the first modern war. This is the revolutionary dudes just getting popped.
So horrible. Look at this, walking towards each other like the stupidest way to do it ever. Can you imagine that people did this for some... Oh, God! Oh, God! Hit in the face with a cannonball.
Now the Patriots roughly based off of I think his name is Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox, and he was kind of an originator of guerrilla warfare because they were like we can't stand and fight the British.
God damn,
we have to shoot them and run, which is pretty funny.
How crazy are the British? Just gonna come over here and start marching.
Yeah, we're gonna walk right at you.
Big white stripe on your chest.
Red jackets.
It's 100% a target.
Yeah,
red and white is what you use for archery targets.
Yeah, they had to change.
It's so dumb.
Once rifling took over, they had to be like, all right, we got to switch our uniforms.
Isn't that amazing though? That you had to think of how much the British Army conquered in the world. Everybody, and imagine that their decision to fight was this way. Like how? How did you get from like the Mongols to that? How does that happen in 1,000 years?
I guess
the Mongols had all these crazy tactics. They would starve people out, lock them in their cities.
Yeah,
they would wait them out slowly.
You get artillery and guns, you can just, especially
this is crazy.
That's just running it down your throat, dude. It's like we're gonna walk at you.
But I just can't imagine that someone wouldn't say, hey, isn't there a fucking better way to fight these people?
Yeah, like
what are we doing?
Let's get behind a tree and then shoot them.
I can't even watch this, dude. I can't believe people did that. Yeah. That's what's so crazy. It's like, how did they survive to become that silly? Like, that's a silly way to fight a war, right? So how did they survive with those strategies? How were they dominant with those strategies?
Because they're the only ones with, well, most of them are colonies. where the other guys they have fucking cowhide shields and spears like the Zulu.
And so they were the only ones with muskets?
Yeah, you have fucking guns. You're going to win. You're the only ones with guns.
So the British were the only ones with guns?
Well, when it came to like their colonies. In a land war, they would lose a lot to like France, Prussia, those like major continental powers, but England always had a navy. They always dominated through naval warfare. And then they had to team up with everyone to stop Napoleon.
Dude, once they started shooting cannonballs off boats,
that's a problem.
that must have been the game changer.
Huge problem.
When did they start doing that? When they start doing cannonballs from boats? Because that is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got a cannon on a boat?
Shooting at people without cannons?
Boom!
Yeah, you just do this all day.
How many times did they have to shoot that cannon before they figured out how hard they have to bolt it into the floor?
A lot. That thing shot out the other side of the boat.
You got a floating wooden thing with this giant iron tube on it that has explosions go off on it.
And just 4 poor guys from Manchester operating it. Oh my God.
Boom!
You ever see Master and Commander with Russell Crowe?
I think I have.
Oh, it's... Jamie, back me up, dude.
I don't remember it.
It's got like a... It's
very
so
good.
It's way more popular now than it was.
I might
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
When it came
Oh, I
out.
read an
It's
article
so good.
about that.
Yeah.
Why are so many men into Master and Commander?
I
thought it was a video
What'd
game.
they say? Is this guy was gay?
Mm-mm.
All right.
I don't read articles. I read headlines.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
It's so
and then I
good,
form
dude.
my own opinions.
Yeah, of course.
It's like,
Yeah.
there's a study out, bro. You don't even know about that study.
I hate
It
studies.
says more men like Master and Commander than like anime.
That's good. That's a nice thing.
I don't know.
That would be good.
Just kidding with the study. But it's why they like it.
Master and Commander is good.
Is it?
Yeah. Look at this, dude. That's fun. Guys on boats. Boys on boats, dude. You get to grab the boys when they're sleeping. You go, don't tell anyone about this, mate.
How weird is it they're using a sextant in a cloudy day? How are they doing that? Isn't a sextant based off the stars? Isn't that what it works?
I have no idea.
I don't know what the fuck they did.
Imagine those things those kids are looking through, which this is really wild. Like that was how they would navigate. Imagine the crude tool that they were using to float around in the fucking ocean, and they would do it somehow or another through the stars.
That book, the first thing I ever talked to you about was Cabeza de Vaca.
Yes,
And they were like,
Yes.
the guy they hired to do the navigating, like, fucked up.
yeah.
They had no idea. He had to be like, no, I know where we're going.
How accurate are those sextants?
I think if you're off, especially going from Spain, if you're off like a little, you're fucked.
It looks like we have an updated version now.
Does it have like computers
thing,
on it
yeah.
and shit? Same
Better
thing.
scope, maybe.
It looks dope. That looks way better. So how does it work?
There's a description.
The estimation of a sextant is a doubly reflecting navigation instrument that measures the angular distance between two visible objects. The primary use of a sextant is to measure the angle between an astronomical object and the horizon for the purpose of celestial navigation. So the estimation of this angle, the altitude, is known as sighting or shooting the object or taking a sight. The angle and the time when it was measured can be used to calculate a position line on a nautical or aeronautical chart. For example, sighting the sun at noon or Polaris at night in the northern hemisphere. To estimate latitude with sight reduction, sighting the height of the blah 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 blah. I'm gonna keep.
I don't understand any of it.
It seems like they're using dots in the sky. So like one of them would be the sun, one of them would be the moon.
Yeah.
And because they're calculating the angles of how far the things are away from each other and where the stars are, you can kind of figure out where you are in the ocean. Somehow. I'm not sure I understand it. But now they just use GPS, which is way better.
Yeah.
Imagine back then when they just didn't know where they were and they thought they were in India. You know?
It's sort of how it's a
okay.
moving GIF. I can't control it, but it's showing how it works.
You read the angle.
I'm not going to figure this out right now.
Yeah, we're too dumb for this. We're too dumb.
goofy.
But it's amazing that they use those to travel all around the world. Like they trusted those things, and the way you
Yeah,
would
if you
figure
were
it
off,
out
you're
through
dead.
that.